Welcome aboard, everybody. It's Shane, and day 3 of trying to get the 737-700 to fly right. Tonight we're going to be trying a new elevated curve that I did not use before, so I'm using 0.7 at the top end. So to show you what I mean, last night I flew it with 0.65, and I basically nose planted this thing into the ground. So we're going to bump it up by 5% to see if that's enough control authority to make the plane fly the way I want it to fly. So we're going to do a quick flight from CVG, which is Cincinnati, down to Birmingham, Alabama. It's only about 230 miles, so I can get a couple cycles in without being up too late to do it. So let's go ahead and get moving here. I've done a lot of the checklist stuff already just to expedite this process because I just want to get the plane in the air and I want to get flying and show you guys what's going on with this thing. And we can skip all the normal stuff, say that for a better night.
Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
So we are on VATSIM. Currently the traffic here is loading. Essentially nil. So we're the only person there. It's been kind of dead on VATSIM this week, crew. Not quite sure what's going on.
All doors and hatches are closed.
Man, it would have been a good night to go into DCA, wouldn't it? Bummer. That would have been fun. But science, I don't want to fly in DCA with a busted plane. So let's get it right before we take it somewhere important, right? So essentially, I'm done tweaking the flight model at this moment. What I'm doing is tweaking my control sensitivity to get it dialed in with whatever the flight model has on board with it now.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
Alright, so we're going to use 1.8 left tonight, so we'll go over to here.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, let's do it.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Let's do it. Start 2. No pressure. Fuel. Yeah, this is on the 700 crook or on the 800. Which one? Oh, pressure, light. Because I got a honeycomb alpha, and I feel like they're a little more touchy than the Boeing yokes are. 0.65 on the 700 is not working for me. All right, good start on 2, starting 1. $700. Okay, well, I'm using 0.7 tonight. Let me see what I get out of it. All right, fuel. Low pressure light. Okay, roll back. Good starts. At the start. All right. Text checklist. Flaps up for takeoff. Flaps 5. Stab trim 5.5. Okay, takeoff
Just
data.
about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Yeah.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
So I did put in those airfoils from that I mentioned previously, but they didn't really make any difference with the issue that I was having, so it feels more or less unchanged, but I will post up the latest iteration of whatever I'm working with, but it really hasn't changed since what you've got. Alright, take off thrust setting, 88.9, transponder on.
And we're disconnected.
Ailerons,
Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy. Have a
elevator,
safe flight.
Rudder left and right. Alright, there's no traffic here at CVG, so we'll just go ahead and forego the calls because there's nobody to talk to. We're going to taxi straight ahead to Tango and make a right on to Uniform. Okay. Alright, lower MFD. That's good, got that. Alright. Let's go. Okay, noticeable steering. Brakes. Alright, taxi checklist complete. We're using 1.8 left. The wind is about 170 at 8 knots. Can't have an abbreviated stream here, guys. I just want to get this plane in the air. We'll save all the fun stuff for another night. Okay. Make a left turn here. Okay, got lower MFDs set, VNAV, LNAV set. I cast nothing. Exterior lights. Wixer. Alright. Clear on the left, clear on the right. TCAS is clear. Let's do it. Alright, so this will be our first test, how the elevator feels during the rotation. Because last night it was not good. I needed to basically pull the yoke into my lap to get it to come off the ground. Excuse me.
Approaching 1-8 left. On runway 18 left.
Alright crew, rolling takeoff. Okay, set takeoff thrust. Thrust set. And 1, tow go. Hey, hold. Come on, baby, be good. Be good tonight.
B1 rotate.
Oh, way better, yeah.
How's it rate? You're up.
I mean, it's better, but not way better, I guess. BNA speed?
1,000.
And 1. A little windy. I mean, it was better, but it could be better still. Definitely windy. Okay, speed checks, flaps 1. Checks, flaps up. Alright, autopilot. Oh, got to start the clock. Okay, landing gear, flaps, auto brakes, lights. I didn't even get those. Wow. Checklist discipline's terrible tonight. gonna go ahead and make this call right now. I'm gonna bump it up to 0.72. I just think it's gonna need it, so. I need it just a little more on takeoff. But in my controls, I've got different setups for the 700, the 800, the 900, with my elevator controls adjusted for each one, so that and basically so I can tailor it to each aircraft without having to do try to constantly change the profile for every time I fly a different jet, or variant rather. Altimeters. And I'm at 200. Cross check. Coming up on 25 for 32. FMC speed, VNA path. Level off here. Alright, we're cruising. Top of descents, 73 miles, 32 after. Let's just go ahead and run the checklist now and go over the information so we can just be done with it. I'll review the landing data. Let's see what Love Cars has got for me tonight. Performance, C20 left. Whoa. Oh, great. Not exactly the best airport to test this out. We got wind 13, gusting 29. Well, this is not ideal at all. Ah, dang it. Auto brakes 3. So VREF plus 15 because of the gust additive, right? Normally it would be half the gust, right? So 12 knot gust. Let's see what SimBrief says about this. Alright. Auto brakes 3, VREF is 138. That seems kinda high. What's our current weight? 26. Alright. So 30, 138 plus 5, and then half the gust. Dang. This is crazy. Gusting 29, so that's a 16 knot gust. It's 13, alright. Jeez, man. It's gonna be difficult to land this thing like that. So approach speed's 151, but the VREF is 138. So we might be floating a bit. I don't... Man, these numbers just don't make sense to me. VREF... See, now that approach speed looks better. So that gives me a... See, where's this thing coming up with this? Make smart Love Cars, what are you doing, man? Where are you getting VREF 138? That is so high. Yeah, okay, Love Cars, you're drunk. So, I got a VREF of 126, not 138. So, okay, 131. Let me rephrase that. 131 makes a lot more sense. Okay, so now our approach speed is going to be 146. No, 144 I can't add. Still high, but not nearly as bad as before. And auto brakes 3. Alright. I think I'm glad we got that sorted out, because that was just not... Hey, thank you. Thanks, Samantha. We're just trying to get this thing dialed in, man. It's not right. I'm hoping it will be now. We got the elevator turned up to 0.72. I took off with 0.7 and it felt better, but needed a little bit more. So we're gonna try 0.72 for the landing. Landing in Birmingham with 29 knot gusts. Okay, here's the arrival chart for the Rime 3. So Rime 280. Pecky above 12. Fisk above 10. No, we're not on that one. Okay. $210 and 7,000 turnt, and it will pick up the RNAV Zulu. RVR is 2400. Won't be a problem. We have good visibility. Broken at 25. 190 at 13, gusting 29. Overcast 9,000. 19. It's a little warm. Warm here tonight. 293. 975 on the DA. MSA is 3100. Landing altitude is 550. This approach is climb 1300, then left climbing turn, direct Lennon, and hold. So 4000 is the missed approach altitude. Okay, got that. Approach altitude is set. Landing altitude 550. Seatbelt signs are on. Altimeter 2993. Should be getting the ding here in just a minute. Okay. Let's sit down 10,000 feet for now. All right, head down. FMC speed, retard. That seems. I can't figure out what motor wants to be in tonight. I'm gonna take this ILS mode off of here, so we get the RNAV to populate right here. There it is. RNAV Zulu 20 left. FMC speed. Sure is bumpy out here tonight. It's been bumpy all week. We're going to be level at 230 for just a few more seconds, and we'll continue down after that. Alright, heading on down. Okay, looks like we have some company traffic landing in front of us quite a ways ahead. Southwest 2385, which is coming out of La Garbage. La Garbage. He looks like he's shooting ILS to me. And another Southwest plane just landed there. You know what? Let's go ahead and figure out our parking for the moment. C-24. C-24 is right there. Okay. Got it. Go turn the CTAF in. We're kind of far away, but I want to hear if we can hear the company traffic there. Altimeters 2993. Southwest 1183. Are you on frequency?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, the ASUS is showing gusts of up to 29 knots. Were you experiencing that on approach?
Yeah, that was one of the roughest finals I've ever had for Southwest 1183, I'm not going to lie.
A copy,
Altimeter setting.
I'll give it a shot here in a little bit.
Best of luck, soldier.
Thank you. Oh boy, that'll be fun. Well, let's see what I got, guys. You think I got what it takes to get this down without bending any metal? We'll find out. Hey, by the way, you guys gotta tell me if my mic's too loud. I think I had the gain up way too high this whole time, and it would have been nice if somebody said, "Hey man, you're blowing out your speakers." FMC speed. Alright, speed is 280. How far out are we? Okay, 51 miles to go. Got the altimeters. Let's get the engine starts. Okay. Holding for lights. Alright. Starting the decel here. It's bumpy already. It's so bumpy already, man. FMC speed, VNAV speed. What is we got here? Okay, 240. Unless I'm misreading this, we are really high. Let me put some speed brakes in here. Now, I'm showing us 1,800 feet high. I'm not quite sure how the aircraft kind of got in that state, but we'll get it back on the profile here.
1,000 to go.
All right. I'm gonna continue down to 7,000 feet for now. All right, lights on. Okay, 1,400 feet high. Okay, 1,100 high. It's coming in. Got another decel point here. That's not going to help us shed this altitude, but what it is.
1,000 to go.
I check. $500 high. VNAV path. Okay, speed 210, FMC speed. Alright, I think that's enough for the speed brakes. Spoilers. Spoilers in the air, speed brakes in the ground. Boeing, man. They always have to be complicated. Alright. Altitude 5,000 feet. Birmingham traffic, good evening. Southwest 868 on the RNAV Zulu runway 20 left approach. Don't have the airport in sight yet. Okay, 21 miles out. Looks like we have a cloud layer between us and the airport. Hopefully I got enough elevator in this thing to deal with this. Yep, check. I'm gonna go ahead and set the altitude down to 1,000 feet to help us get down on the RNAV. Wind is 223 at 49. I'm gonna start slowing us down. Let's go speed 180. Oh, flaps 1. Flaps 5. Man, still got 49 knots off the nose. Alright, let's miss approach. Heading is 202. Okay, I do have the airport in sight. So the preceding traffic guy was just talking to him on Xpilot. He said this was, or I was talking to him on the CTAP, and he said this was a difficult approach. 16 knots of gust is kind of a lot. But, you know, whatever. I'm starting reducing the final approach speed. It's going to be 144. That's with our gust additive. So 144. And while we do that, let's go ahead and get the gear down. Flaps 15. be a little nose down on this one. Okay, flaps 30. Okay, speed brakes. Okay, before landing checklist, landing gears down 3 green, spoilers armed, auto brakes 3. Flaps 30, altimeters cross-checked, and we're clear to land. Birmingham traffic, southwest 868 on final for 20 left. Woo! Still have 49 knots of wind off the nose. Jesus.
2,500.
Alright, you know what? I'm going to take it now because I want to get a feel for how the aircraft's going to handle. Ah, dang it. I don't want to do this. Why did I pick this airport? I should have looked at the METARs before I came in here. Alright. Hang on tight, everybody. I'm not promising you a good landing. I'm just going to land it. Alright, here we go. Ah, I guess. Maybe they are, but... I mean, I'm getting some decent response out of the elevator. We'll see. We are flying a bit faster as well than normal, so that will help us. There's a big gust right there. Still have 49 knots over the nose right now. Speed brake is armed. Okay. How much trim do I have in right now? Oh, a lot. There's a lot of trim in because we're flying really fast. A lot of nose down trim. Okay, wind 184 at 43. Okay. Okay, fast, correcting.
1,000 feet, stabilized, miss approach altitude set.
Oh, yeah, 4,000.
Approaching 20
Oh.
left.
Man, that those gusts are insane. Okay, 184 at 36.
Approaching minimums. 500. 400. 300. 100. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Ah! No elevator. Nope. Yeah. This thing, yeah.
Knots.
Man, my teeth hurt after that one.
Might need to check the landing gear after that one.
Yep. Big time. Ugh. Okay, well that control sensitivity was not enough. I had the yoke all the way back and I had nothing. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess. Hotel 3. Oh man, I don't 512 feet per minute. Jeez. Man. Alright, 0.72 is not enough. Oh, ground taxi speed. And I just missed my turn. Great. Oh, man, it's not having a good night here. Let's try this again. Okay, so we're gonna have to turn the elevator up to about, I think, 0.8, I think, because it's just not enough. Yeah, that was absolutely terrible. So, for those of you who are wondering what the heck that was, I've been experimenting with elevator control settings to try to get them. I'm trying to make them as insensitive as possible without losing control feel, but apparently I'm just losing it. Like for the flare, I had the yoke all the way back, but because I'm only at 0.72 at the top end, I'm only getting 72% of the elevator, and that's not enough. So we're gonna go up and try 0.8, and we're gonna take this plane back to Cincinnati or somewhere else close. We'll see what's on the route system, and we'll try it again. Because I need to do better. Bro, get out of the way, dude. Stupid. Suicidal freaking porters out here. Ryanair. Ryanair. Ugh. APU, we'll leave it on, and I'm on ground power. Okay, well, that was awful, but there's hope. We can try to fix it. So right off the bat, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of go a little bit much, and let's just take it up to 0.88. No, given what that felt like when I was 0.82. Let's try that. Yeah, we need quite a bit more. You know what? No, I'm not messing with this. 0.85. I need a lot more. Okay. Let's get this jet turned and get back somewhere else. Let's see what our options are. The flight report was held for the following reasons. The landing rate exceeded the maximum certified landing rate, resulting in damage to the aircraft. Yep, it definitely did. Okay. Oh. What's it? You know what? How far is Atlanta from here? What's the weather at Atlanta? Maybe it's better. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're going to Atlanta. Alright, well, let's get a new plane because this one's busted. Okay. Flight 202. Okay, guys, let's go to Atlanta. We have calmer wind there, so I can get a better feel for the aircraft. I just gotta get that landing too. If I had enough elevator for that, I could have made that happen. I could have done it. Dang it, man. I'm deleting this stream when we're done. I don't want anybody to see what happened here. KBNA. KATL. I'm deleting the stream. Enjoy this while you can, because you're never ever going to see it again. Okay. Let me download this flight plan, get this jet turned, and we'll try it again. I mean, you guys have seen me land before. You know I can do better than that, right? You know it. Tell me you believe in me. Tell me that you understand that we're doing flight testing and that was just a bad flight test, right? That's not my normal... I don't normally, like, bury planes into the ground, right? Okay. Landing rate poor. Approach rating great. I don't know about that. Okay, full house for this flight over to Atlanta. ILS 9 bright. Andy. Okay, route's good. Activate. Route reserve. Six point six. Oh, crap. Huh? Oh. Okay. That's all set. IFR clearance, we don't have one. Radios, nav, fuel quantity, flight altitude, 280. Flight director cycle off. Okay. Airspeed is 135. Heading 202. Altitude 280. auto brakes, RTO, departure brief. All right, crew. I want to get the heck out of Birmingham and never come here again. Because, yeah, that was a pretty embarrassing situation. We've got the elevator turned up way higher now, so hopefully it's better. So I'm over here at Birmingham at the gate C20 something. Departure runways 20 center. So we got a weird taxi. We got to come down here, cross 31, right turn onto Kilo, left turn Tango 5, and then CR7 to 20 center. All right, and then on the Tippin 4 RNAV departure, Dixie at about 5, Rory at about 12, and then down to Atlanta where we'll pick up the Chipper 1, which I'm pretty familiar with, having done that a lot. APU set, lower MFD.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Okay, doors are closed. Yaw dampers on. Hydraulic pumps on. Fuel pumps on. Parking brake is set. APU gens. Power unit.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Alright, connected. And the bleeds are set. A-cars. You can hear the wind. Have I been calling this place Birmingham the whole time? This isn't Birmingham, this is Nashville. What was I saying? Oh, stupid now. Man, I'm just having a non-standard night. Hey, tomorrow night, guys, we're flying the MD-11, so we won't have to mess with this crap.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Okay, you can just hear the wind.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Let's get me out of here, man. Golly.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, let's start 2. Alright, fuel on. Pressure lights out. I'll try something a little different today. We're gonna do 1-engine taxi. I want to see how the aircraft feels with the 1-engine taxi. Stab trim 5.75.
Operation complete. Set parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna taxi in engine 2 and we'll start up engine 1 as we get closer to the runway. We have kind of a longish taxi here. Eligible steering. Get through here. I need to go. Okay, so we need to go to the left a little bit. Okay, Tango 6. We're gonna cross runway 31.
Approaching 3-1.
The left. The right. Okay, right turn on the kilo up here. And we'll go ahead and start the other engine now. That was the turn I needed. I think we can make a second one here. let me check the weather one last time. Wind 190 at 17, gusting 30. Altimeter is 2992. Okay, I think we're ready, guys. Oh, that was just a straight crash. There was not even I wasn't even really in control. All right, let's get on the runway here.
Approaching 20 center. On runway 20 center.
Let's get the heck out of here. And one Togo. Alright, so I got the elevator cranked up to point
80 knots.
I think. So it should feel pretty okay for it to take off.
V1 rotate. Positive brake. Gear up.
Already feeling those gusts. Upswing. Ups up. take off. Matt, we're on the clock again. Landing gear, flaps, auto brakes. See you later, Nashville. Thanks for helping me get my first redirected Pyramp for Southwest Virtual. Altimeters. Let's check. C speed, VNAV path. Alright, top of descent's coming up quick, so let's go ahead and calculate it. Okay, 9 right at Atlanta. Auto brakes 2. Winds are a lot more calm there. Approach speed 138, so VREF 133. That will use, it's saying factored landing distance of 8,800 feet. Okay, we'll see about that. Alright, so approach speed is 133. I'm sorry, VRF is 133. Approach speed is 138. Chipper 1, RNAV. Cross chipper 13,000. And 250 knots. We'll cross Bishop at 9, Droid at 8, Andy at above 7, Nothing's at above 6 for 9 right, ILS 9 right, MSA is 3,100 feet, RVR is 1,800, decision altitude 1226. Approach course is 095. Frequency iFun 108.9. And misapproach, so cross Andy at 7. Final approach fix is Bernie at 2,700. Landing altitude is 1,000 feet. Misapproach Clinton 4,000. Heading 100, inbound ANH, VOR radio 235 to Connie and hold. Okay. ILS set, Position height 1226. Landing out 2,000 feet. Seatbelt signs are on. Weather at Atlanta. 50 minutes hold. 150 at 4 knots, 8 statute miles visibility. Broken at 32. Temperature 16, altimeter 3014. Okay, that's altitude alert. Alright, crew, let's head into Atlanta. Hopefully we do a little better here. Alright, so I got a theory here. So the takeoffs have been feeling mostly okay, but I think the reason that they have been is because you're usually at takeoff thrust when you're rotating, and the way the X-plane is reading the locations and thrust settings of these engines on this plane, it's creating a very noticeable nose-up pitching moment. But when you're landing, you got some thrust in, right? But then you drop it down to flight idle, and then what that does is it takes that nose up pitching moment out, which is causing the nose to drop, you know. So now you're having to add even more elevator than you normally would, because you no longer have the engines producing an upwards motion. It's very pronounced on the 700, and I don't know exactly why that is, but it is. But we got the elevator turned up to like 0.82. We'll see what it does this time. right, altimeter is 3014. Cross check.
Altimeter setting.
Yep, I got it.
Traffic circle split 82 clear for noise 09 right.
C20. Okay. Man, I hope this is better. I don't want to crash again. Who's this guy? Coming from Dallas left field, but he's really, really slow.
1,000 to go.
What is this guy doing? Hey. I see his beacon light out there. Okay. ENAP pad. Southwest 456, Southwest 203. You on comms?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'll copy. What are your intentions? You're out in front of me. It doesn't look like you're on the arrival that I was flying. Just trying to figure out what you're doing.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, I'm flying the Chipper 1 arrival, and you were coming in from a different direction, but you're out in front of me now. I'm just trying to determine if you're landing on 9 right or something else.
Oh, no, I'm running on, I'm landing on, 8 left.
Copy, thank you. Well, that answers that. Oh, yeah. I think... Yeah, okay. Just trying to figure out what he's doing. Sure doesn't look like he's going 8 left. Alright. Okay, I'm picking up the DME for the 9 right localizer.
Traffic, Southwest 456, 8 left, coming for landing.
Sure doesn't look like 8 left to me. Unless I'm wrong.
Southwest 203, Delta 499, I'm headed to Easy right now, lining up to the ILS for 9 right.
Yep. Affirm, I'm turning on to the ILS 9 right approach right now.
I think I'll be able to get in right before you.
Copy that. I'll watch you. I'll maintain. I'm gonna start reducing to final approach speed now.
Copy.
Alright, we gotta get slowed down like right now. Okay, wipers. Flaps 1 for drag. I don't know where this Delta guy came from. I didn't see this Delta guy come up from anywhere. Where did he come from? Flaps 5. Get your neck brace ready for sure. And then I got these people cutting in all over me. Where did this guy come in at? Oh man, this is gonna be tight. Be ready for a go around, everybody.
Thousand to go.
Yeah. Alright, gear down. Flaps 15. I need to get slowed down here a lot. Okay, flaps 30. Okay, got some gnarly wind up here right now. It's 205 and 25. That's a tailwind. Okay, on the glide slope. Before landing checklist. Landing gear down. Big green spoilers. Arm. Whoa, whoa. Auto brakes. 2. Flaps 30. Altimeters. Cross checked. We're not clear to land yet. Hopefully this wind comes in because we're at a 25 knot crosswind right now. Okay, so this guy's in a 737-800, so he's going to be flying quite a bit faster than we are. And let's be prepared to go around. All right, crew, go around procedure. I'll call go around. Gear up, flaps 15. Hit the toga button. Manually advance the thrust. At 400 feet, I'm going to go heading select. 1,000 feet level change. Auto throttle. Command A. Yeah, it's the shorter one. So the outboard runways are shorter and the inboard ones are longer. Wind 199 at 23. That is not what the reported wind was. .1405, that's not what I'm getting. I'm getting 202 at 20. Atlanta traffic, Southwest 203 on final 9 right, number 2. Alright, looks like I think the guy will get clear the runway before we get there. Yep, he's clear. We're good. Nice job. Nice job, 499. Thank you.
No problem. Delta 499 are also 09 right at number 6.
1000 feet, stabilized, miss approach altitude set.
Okay, I got a tailwind here. Reporting tailwind, 14 knots. We should be landing the other direction with this wind.
Approaching 9 right.
Okay, wind is 202 at 10.
400.
Okay, decreasing.
300. Approaching minimums.
Alright, prepare for crash.
Minimums.
Continue.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Oh, that was better.
Knots.
Three 3,000 feet remaining.
See, that's what I'm capable of. "44 feet per minute." Okay. Let me see where I'm at here. You guys read this while I figure out where I'm at on the runway, on the taxiway. Atlanta traffic, Southwest 203 is clear of 9 right at November 10. We're going to taxi to Concourse C, ramp 3, via November, uniform cross, 9 left. In Lima, Lima to the gate. Okay. After landing checklist. Spoiler handle. Flaps. Radar. Landing light. APU. Stab trim's good, and the clock. Alright. No. It's because it's because the plugin doesn't read the speed brake being armed on the 700 variant for whatever reason. It wasn't unstable. Okay, this should be uniform here. 9 left is clear.
Approaching 9 left.
They're right. They're left. $16. 20. Wrong button. Alright guys, well, I think we've got it dialed in. So we're quite a bit off from what we needed. So it was okay for landing, but I could have used a little bit more. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and put this up to maybe 0.875, 0.88. Let's try that. I think that's kind of where I want it. That'll help the takeoff and that'll make the landing just a little bit better. I was able to hold it off, but I could feel that I didn't have a whole lot of elevator left. I had about 90% of it in. So if anything had happened where I needed to give a little more elevator, I didn't have it really. So I think we'll go to 0.888, and that's probably where it's going to be good for this particular plane for me. One thing I also noticed is that we're still really nose high on approach. So I'm going to take a little bit more lift out of the flaps just to see what that does for it. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Still got to work tomorrow. tomorrow, I hope you guys will come back because we're going to be doing some MD-11 flying. We're going to take an MD-11 from Newark to Louisville to Lansing, Michigan. Because Saturday there's a big event for UPS Virtual Air Cargo, and I'll be flying the MD-11 after work because I work this weekend from Lansing back to Louisville with part of our event. And the reason I'm picking Lansing is because somebody in our VA has completely redone the cargo ramp, and I want to check it out. And we're gonna kind of preview his new airport scenery. So thank you to Moorhead. We'll see you guys later. Sorry about that crash, but it wasn't entirely my fault. Sorta, kinda.